So how do we know how to get over resistance to doing things that we know are good for our business? A lot of our resistance tends to come from fears, and they're often fears that we're not even aware of. When we can start to identify what these fears are, we often find that they come from a long time ago and often have not been accumulated recently, but they've sort of been lying down in the shadows, just ready to pop their heads up, and when you really need to just do something, they're going, oh well, you're not good enough, or it'll never work, or who are you to, and you don't deserve that. And we often find a lot of these sort of fears have come from childhood, and they've got stuck because the messages in childhood that aren't addressed, or we don't have the resources to address them with the truth, can easily get programmed into us, and they result in these kind of fears about who we are, our power in life, and what we're capable of, and things like that. So these nasty little resistances, when they're based in old fears that are hidden away in your subconscious, they don't tend to move on by themselves. They do have to be confronted, but sometimes it's really good to do a little bit of work on uncovering the source and reprogramming there. And that's because we want to take that part of you that you're still carrying as an adult into your business, that part of you that was made to feel like a victim somewhere along the line, and help to transform that child's experience into the one of being a victor. Now, this of course can still happen in later times in your life as well. If you have a bad run, let's say, of, I don't know, people letting you down, or, just pretty horrible things happening, particularly if, you get a couple of them in a row, can really leave you with a bad taste in your mouth and a lack of trust and a kind of a fear of going there again. And this is just kind of normal and natural, because we're programmed as human beings to always sort of be on the watch out, and that comes from our very old caveman days where, we're just naturally programmed for that, to make sure that we're safe all the time and not to go into things that are going to cause us harm. So it's just sort of part of our programming to be more on the alert, if you like, for the things like that, than the fact that, we've done these things 1,000 times before, and in those other times nobody let us down, or we've managed to get things done and there hasn't been a problem, except for that fear around it. And we often find that realizing that we all have these sorts of fears are very common, we can just say, well, there it is, there's that fear, it's probably some stupid childhood fear that I've got that I can't really get at right now and get rid of it. But I can just acknowledge that's what it is, and not let it stop me from doing what I need to do today. Don't let the fear become the victor. You want to be the victor and step out of that role and into that place of going, woohoo, I did it. And then all of a sudden you feel so much better about it. So sometimes it helps to have somebody who you're reporting to, or can just encourage you through those sorts of little firewalls, if you like. But we all suffer from them. And you'll even find that people who are very, very famous and all the rest of it, because of course you don't get to see their private life and what goes on in their head and in their heart, that they've also often had to, overcome these interior struggles so that they can be more effective in their work and in their life. So, overcoming resistance in the short term, it's acknowledging recognizing there is a fear here. It's probably not coming from anything really recent. It is a fear. It's not based in now. It's something that's based in the past, and I can choose to feel it and go, yeah, it feels uncomfortable, but I know it's nothing, like there's no tiger at that door right now. It's going to try and get me if I do this task, you know, nobody's going to come in and chop my head off or anything. And so I can sit with that uncomfortableness and just do it anyway. So that's a short-term way of getting through it. So I hope that helps for today, and I will be doing another short video very soon. Do subscribe if you like to receive notifications of these videos on my channel Acumen Coaching. My name is Kate Kalin, and I hope to talk with you at some point. Bye.